James Davis.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and it's a pleasure to speak in this Queen's Speech debate on making Britain the best place to grow up and grow old, and to follow my the Honourable Member for Nottingham South. Now, with 38 bills in the Queen's Speech covering a wide range of topics from crime and disorder to education and the economy and cost of living, there will be much legislating to do in the next several months. Today, however, I'll focus on the Transport Bill, the Data Reform Bill and the Financial Services and Markets Bill. Madam Deputy Speaker, improved public transport infrastructure and services are vital to ensure this country is in a good place to grow up with opportunities for all. The proposed Transport Bill will, of course, create Great British Railways, and I hope this can help overcome some of the fragmentation we currently see, including between the Wales and Borders franchise and the rest of Great Britain's network. Our nearest major cities of Manchester and Liverpool and their airports can be reached on average in just over an hour by road from Rhyl in my constituency. In comparison, existing rail services take around 2 hours, yet a similar distance by rail in the southeast of Britain can take as little as 40 minutes. Poor regional rail services stifle economic growth, including our vital tourism sector, suppress efforts to reduce higher than average unemployment, and result in just 2% of commutes to the northwest of England being by rail, some 80% less than the national average. So I urge the Government to ensure that rail infrastructure improvements North Wales requires are placed in the soon-to-be updated RNEP at the decision to develop stage. The Transport Bill is expected to contain provisions to enable the installation of more electric vehicle charge points, a move that is very much needed locally. I hope the bill will also contain provisions to bring into being UK Net, a strategic transport network for the whole of the UK, as recommended in the Union Connectivity Review. Moving on to the Data Reform Bill, I believe that this has the potential to empower citizens and improve their lives via more effective delivery of public healthcare, security and government services. Requiring UK-wide comparable and interoperable data within our public services, but particularly the NHS, could help identify unacceptable performance, allow learning from best practice and drive improvement and change. It would also allow the electorate to be better able to identify success or failure and hold politicians to account accordingly. Madam Deputy Speaker, we must remember that cash remains an important part of life for millions of people across the UK as they grow up and grow old, particularly those in vulnerable groups. ATMs remain the most popular way of withdrawing cash, but their numbers have been in decline recently. I have experience of this in my own constituency, where in Prestatyn High Street the number of ATMs dropped from 6 to 0 due to the rapid closure of several banks. Cash is still important for many residents and companies in my constituency, especially the independent businesses in the High Street. Following a campaign and thanks to Cardtronics, 3 new cash machines have now been installed in the town centre. So I welcome the fact that the Financial Services and Markets Bill will protect cash by ensuring continued access to withdrawal and deposit facilities across the UK. It's important that the bill is delivered as soon as possible so that existing cash infrastructure can be protected. It's also my hope that the legislation will set out that Link be formally regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority to ensure access to cash, whether that be through mandating the installation of ATMs, recommending new banking hubs or requiring enhanced post office services. Legislation should ensure that communities which have lost banking services before this year of 2022, such as Prestatyn, potentially qualify for a hub rather than only those which lose branches after the legislation is on the statute book. Consideration should also be given to the ongoing availability of Welsh language banking service provision in a community. This is a concern that Menter Iaith Sir Ddimbych has emphasised in correspondence with me, particularly in relation to the town of Denbigh. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Queen's Speech has delivered a promising set of bills which will help to ensure that Britain remains one of the best places to grow up and grow old, and I look forward to helping shape the legislation as it progresses through Parliament.